The latest episode of Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, Season 1, Episode 12, has created a unique connection between young Sheldon and The Big Bang Theory. The episode featured the return of Lance Barber as George Sr. in a dream sequence, despite his character's death in young Sheldon. This means Barber and Montana Jordan, Georgie, are now the only actors to have played the same characters in all three Big Bang Universe shows. Co-creator Steve Holland was surprised by this realization, noting that both actors had brief cameos in The Big Bang Theory when Sheldon watched old tapes. While other members of Sheldon's family appeared in The Big Bang Theory, they were played by different actors due to the time jump. However, Zoe Perry, young Sheldon's Mary Cooper, shares a unique tie to the franchise, as her real-life mother, Laurie Metcalf, portrayed Mary in The Big Bang Theory. With Georgie and Mandy's first marriage recently renewed, more cameos, including a potential appearance from Ian Armitage, young Sheldon, could be on the horizon. Meanwhile, another Big Bang Theory spin-off is in the works, though it remains uncertain if Barber or Jordan will be involved. New episodes of Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage air Thursdays on CBS, with streaming available on Paramount+. I just learned one big connection Georgie and Mandy now shares with young Sheldon and The Big Bang Theory after the most recent episode. Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage has been keeping the Big Bang Theory universe alive on the 2025 TV schedule, and it is not just because it's the spin-off of a prequel. The series has been bringing on young Sheldon actors for fun cameos and other references, such as Sheldon mentions. However, that's not where the connections end, because I learned that the spin-off shares a big link with young Sheldon and The Big Bang Theory after watching the latest episode. Season 1, Episode 12 of Georgie and Mandy brought back Lance Barber's George Sr., despite his long-anticipated death happening ahead of the young Sheldon series finale last year. However, he returned in a dream Georgie had, so it wasn't completely out of left field. That being said, Barber and Montana Jordan, who plays Georgie, are the only actors to appear in all three Big Bang shows as the same characters, creating a wonderful connection between the trio of sitcoms. Co-creator Steve Holland was pleasantly surprised about the fact when it was mentioned during an interview with TV Line, too, saying, "That's true, yeah, you're absolutely right." Lance and Montana have brief cameos in the Big Bang episode with Sheldon's tape. That's crazy, considering young Sheldon and Georgie and Mandy are both prequels to The Big Bang Theory. Portraying the same character on the Mothership series is pretty rare. But there were a couple of instances later in the series where Sheldon watched old tapes, hence why Barber and Jordan were able to play their characters in all three shows. Now, if Ian Armitage ever winds up appearing on Georgie and Mandy, he, too, will be in the elite club. Of course, the rest of Sheldon's family also appeared on The Big Bang Theory, but considering a lot of time had passed, they were all played by different people. Perhaps the closest connection aside from Barber and Jordan would be Zoe Perry, who plays Mary Cooper on young Sheldon and Georgie and Mandy. Her mother, Laurie Metcalf, played Mary on The Big Bang Theory, so there are still some family ties there. Meanwhile, there is another Big Bang Theory spin-off being planned for those with a Max subscription. However, it might be a little bit harder for Montana Jordan and Lance Barber to reprise their roles on that one, since it will reportedly feature characters like Bert Kibler, Denise and Stuart Bloom from the flagship show. Although, we should never count anything out. Since Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage was one of 9 CBS shows to get renewed last week, there are likely many more cameos to come, and possibly from Armitage. So, there is much more to look forward to with the sitcom. As for Barber, it's unknown if he'll return for another appearance on Georgie and Mandy, but now it's clear that it's certainly possible, as long as it makes sense for the story, that is. New episodes of Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage air on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS, and you can stream them the next day with a Paramount Plus subscription.